This sums it up, folks. Donald Trump taking a lit set of dollar bills and gasoline and working to torch the economy. This is from The Economist, the revised economic outlook. Yeah, it's that bad. This is not fantasy, this is reality. This is what Donald Trump has done in a very short time to this economy. And he's going to come up with the idea that, hey, you know, short-term pain, long-term gain. BS. BS. It'll be short-term pain, long-term pain. Unless we do something about it. But this is what Donald Trump is doing to the economy. Lit set of dollar bills, gasoline, your money. That's what he's doing. Taking a torch to it. Big time. Why? Well, you mean you didn't get the news? You didn't get the news? It's right here. The Dow. The Dow fell over 1,600 points. Right here. Okay? Here's how the world is responding to Trump's tariffs. Markets are plunging, 401ks are shrinking, and layoffs are already starting. Already starting. Our closest allies are now turning into trade adversaries. This is Brian Krasicin. So tell me, he asks, how exactly is this making America great when the Dow just nosedived 1,600 points in a single day? That's what happened. And here are our allies.
Have no basis in logic, and they go against the basis of our two nations partnership.
Yep.
This is not the act of a friend.
I deeply regret the United States' decision to impose 20% tariffs on imports from across the European Union. We see no justification for this.
They are all unjustified, unwarranted.
But I want to be crystal clear. We are prepared.
The administration's tariffs have no basis in logic, and they go against the basis of our two nations partnership. This is not the act of a friend.
Stop it right there. That's not the only one. All right. Started off down 1,100 and just went from there. Cassie, all three U.S. stock indexes hemorrhaging at the closing bell just moments ago. This is 29 minutes ago, folks, right there, okay? The Dow, losing nearly 4% of its total value, down more than 1,600 points. The NASDAQ down nearly 6%. The S&P 500 plunging nearly 5%. Wall Street responding to the unexpected scope and severity of Trump's sweeping tariffs. Heh! You thought they were actually going to work? You believe that rhetoric? Bozos. Charlie, who knew the man with 6 bankruptcies would tank the Dow? That's right. Who knew? Oh, just who knew? Right. Bloodbath, it gets worse. U.S. stocks continue to plummet after Trump unveils sweeping tariffs. Futures tied to the NASDAQ 100 lost 4.7%. The S&P 500 futures dropped 3.9%, and Dow Jones lost 2.7%. This is a nightmare. Yep. Impeach, impeach, impeach. Ann Rupar, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins next to a ticker, showing the Dow down 1,200 points. We're really, really excited and very grateful for President Trump's leadership. Seriously? Seriously? Seriously, she says? Boy, how much they pay you to say that? Right here. Kane, the short-term fallout is already being felt. The markets today down. S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow down. It does deserve some context. What do we mean by down? You look. Will the tariffs work? Ha, 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 ha. Come on, Will Kane. Get off it. Fact point, Fox. We're continuing to move down. We now have the NASDAQ. Let's listen to this from Stuart Varney and these Trump bootlickers over at Fox. Listen to this.
That will put the Dow in correction territory. The Nasdaq already in correction territory with a loss of 1,000 points. Check out the 10-year Treasury yield, please. It's been going down. It's just a tad above 4%, 4.01. Sharp decline in the yield there. The price of gold. $57. Bitcoin, that's not exactly strong this morning. It's at 81.5. We're continuing to move down. We now have the Nasdaq off 1,000 points, 5.6%. The Dow Industrial.
You get the idea. Down. Maria Botomo opened up her show this morning with a Dow Jones down 1,100 points. Are we great yet? Futures selling off. Look at that. Then it was at 1,379 points down. Look at that. Blip. Frank C. So egg prices went from $2.92 to $3 in a week. And these clowns are out here high-fiving like they cured inflation while the Dow Jones tanks 1,200 points behind them. This isn't economic leadership. This is a gaslighting operation with tickered graphics. Governor Trump's cooking the number. Governor Trump's administration is either cooking the numbers, too stupid to read the numbers, it's both actually, or they know the truth and just think we're too broke and tired to call them out. I think it's some combination of all the above. Brooke Rollins and Kudlow are out here doing a little propaganda dance while everyday Americans are choosing between groceries and gas. And let's be honest, this 5-point plan they keep bragging about, the only points I see are lies, tariffs, corporate handouts, fake data, and PR stunts. If your economy only works on a PowerPoint slide and not at the grocery store, it's not a recovery, it's a scam. And no amount of Fox News clips or White House videos is going to change that. That's right. Look at the look on these guys' face. Pathetic. Pathetic. Selena Wang. Bad morning turning worse for markets. The Dow Jones and S&P is down nearly 4%. S&P is down nearly 4%. And the NASDAQ is down nearly 5%. And I got to check my email and see what hold on a second, folks. Zenny62 Media is on the White House press list. Let me check and see what the cat's dragged in from the White House. My cat. Just kidding. I don't really have a cat. The cat's me, per se, okay? But let's just see what the Trump people are reporting. Because the one thing I do give him credit for is an active and crackerjack press outfit that has been very responsive to my questions and others. I may not like his policies, I may not like what he's doing, but I have to give their press office the necessary credit. It would be dishonest not to do so. Okay, so let's see what we've got here next. Come on. Come on. So I got a lot of stuff open right now, all right? Opening. Oh, the Pillsbury Doughboy. Anyway, all right. What do we have here? Prime Minister of Canada sends a readout just now. And hold on a second. Let's see here. It's from the website. It's the Prime Minister's website. Come on, open up. Jeez. I have half a mind to restart my computer. Because that's taking a little bit too longer to load. All right. So, oh, no, here it is, okay? Prime Minister Carney speaks with Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz. Guess what they're talking about? And Prime Minister highlighted the success of Hannover Messe, the world's leading trade show for industrial technology, for which Canada, the partner country, Canada is the partner country in 2025. And they discussed the importance of reliable partners working together to protect transatlantic security and deepen economic ties, particularly in the current global trade context. The Prime Minister shared his plan to fight the United States' unjustified trade actions against Canada. I repeat, this is just moments ago from the office of the Prime Minister of Canada to Zenny 62 Media. Says that the Prime Minister shared his plan to fight the United States' unjustified trade actions against Canada, protect Canadian workers and businesses, and build Canada's economy. Prime Minister Carney and Chancellor Schultz underscored the close bilateral relationships between Canada and Germany, and they agreed to remain in close contact. See, they're ganging up on us. And rightfully so. Trump's really... Hey, I hope Putin is getting his money's worth off what he paid for that from helping out Trump financially. Okay, what do we have here? From the White House. This is 2 hours ago. The pool has been called to gather for President Trump's departure from the White House. Okay, that was 2 hours ago. And let's see if there's been a follow-up since then. Yeah, travel note. Marine One was wheels down at 2:40. POTUS disembarked at 2:44. It's followed by Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and Mike Waltz, Walter Malta, and Sergio Gore. He did not come over to talk. No wonder why. He saluted the officer, boarded Air Force One at 2:45, waving from the top of the stairs. Air Force One's wheels up shortly to Miami because he's headed to Mar-a-Lago. All right, let's see what's going on here. And that's where we're at right now, folks. All right, that's what's going on. President Trump didn't want to talk, obviously had nothing he wanted to add or say. And we're in a big mess. So, hey, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Out. He didn't stop to use his press bully pulpit to say anything that might be soothing to the American economy. Nothing. Just gonna let it happen, let it roll. It happened already. Not gonna do anything. Because, hey, folks, there is tomorrow. And he could say something like we have a plan to remove. He came out and said, you know what? Maybe these tariffs are a bad idea. We're gonna review this in its entirety. We're gonna pull back on the plan. If he said that, you know what happened tomorrow? Markets go up again. But this so-and-so didn't say that. Think about it. He didn't say that. He could have said that. He had the opportunity right there, getting off the helicopter, press waiting for him. He could have stopped to say something. Didn't even bother. Didn't even bother. And it's almost 5 o'clock. He didn't even bother. All right. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark ZennyReport.com. The vlog report with Zenny62. Subscribe. Thanks.